Hello and welcome back to the Honor Estimate and to another edition of Raw out of 10. And yeah, big show today. Lots going on. Of course, we're not far away now from Night of Champions. So yeah, we've got a lot of build to that. And we started things off on this edition of Raw with the tag team champions. Let's get straight into that. And Zayn kicked off Raw and talked about Roman Reigns and Cedric Alexander challenging them to a title match at Champions of the Night. Zayn said it was a gift since they finally get together for revenge on the Tribal Chief. Zayn called Reigns a manipulator before they were interrupted by the Judgment Day. Finn Balor said that Sami and Kevin were back to square one and their tag chance made fun of Dominic before a brawl broke out and we headed to our first match on Raw. And yeah, I mean, good start to Raw. Really enjoyed the Zayn and KO promo. And yeah, very interested to see where it's all going to go between them, I have to say. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, with the Usos as well, it definitely creates an interesting dynamic, and I'm very intrigued by it. But yeah, this was a good first promo. But moving on into Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Miz. The Miz tried for a handshake early on, but Nakamura rejected it before going for some knee strikes. Miz was sent outside before Nakamura hit a baseball slide and kicked Miz in the back of the head. Nakamura countered the skull-crushing finale before Miz went for the hit kicks. Nakamura came back with a sliding German suplex before getting a cheap shot while the ref was distracted, picking up the W. And yeah, this gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I don't know, it's a simple enough win for Nakamura, just about reintroducing him onto TV, but yeah, to be honest, kind of just felt there without much development really. Liv Morgan was injured and was unable to compete, causing Adam Pearce to postpone a women's tag title match. DeVille and Green were complaining to Pearce backstage, leading to him setting up a singles match with Green and Rodriguez instead. And yeah, hope everything's okay with Liv Morgan. Corey Graves was interviewing Seth Rollins and recorded days in NXT when he won the tournament to become the first ever champion. They talked about the Shield and how Rollins betrayed them, changing the course of WWE forever before it's time for the IC title #1 Battle Royal. The match started and Akira Tozawa was eliminated by Corbin and Loomis eliminated the latter right away. Marseille and Mansoor then took out Loomis before Marseille was sent outside as well as Mansoor. Humberto Carrillo was eliminated by JD McDonough, who was then eliminated by Dolph Ziggler. Von Wagner took out Ziggler before JD attacked Dolph at ringside. After a break, the Viking Raiders took out Cedric Alexander, John Quinn and Sheldon Benjamin. Otis took out Eric and Ivar took out Chad before Bronson Reed eliminated both Otis and Ivar. The remaining superstars teamed up against Bronson before Elias was eliminated by Cruz and Cruz took out Reed. Matt Riddle was eliminated by Moss and Kyle Gargano before Imperium attacked Riddle on the apron, leading to Reed eliminating him. Ali eliminated Ricochet and Reed was the latter, trying to move on the apron and picked up the win. And yeah, I did not see Mustafa Ali winning this match, but I have to say I'm definitely in favour of it. Very exciting to see. Gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, definitely can't wait for Ali Vegan, so that's going to be a great match. And finally good to see him getting kind of the spotlight he deserves, really. Becky was out next and said she wanted Legends to ask her for help, but Trish Stratus betrayed her because of her ego. Stratus made fun of her daughter and made Becky angry, so she challenged the Hall of Fame to a match at Night of Champions. And I think that's a good idea, rather than having it wait all the way to SummerSlam. And yeah, can't wait for the match. It's going to be a banger. Xavier Woods then took on Dom Mysterio. The crowd got behind Woods, but Dom got in control as the match went on. Woods came back with some strikes, but Dom left the ring behind Ripley at ringside. Woods then dropped Dom from the ropes and hit a drop kick before getting a clothesline for a near fall. Distraction from Ripley let Dom take Woods down at ringside before he got a baseball slide back in the ring. Dom got the pin off a roll up and picked up the win. And yeah, this gets a 5 out of 10 from me, I think. Yeah, I don't know, it wasn't the best match I've ever seen, to be honest. It kind of just feels like just repetitive stuff from, I think it was last week where they had a match as well. So yeah, kind of just move on and do something new, if you know what I mean. 5 out of 10. JD McDonough was then talking about how fans have fallen before he heading for the next match on Raw, which was Indus Sher versus promotional talent. Veer kicked off the match and knocked one off the apron, LeVar off the apron, before tossing the other around the ring. Sanger came in and they got a double team move on Drake Thompson. They got their double team finisher for the win. And yeah, 6 out of 10. Simple win. Squash match. Did the job really. Hopefully they do something interesting with them, but I can't really see it, to be honest. And yeah, JD McDonough to Judgment Day, potentially. Who knows, that could be interesting. And Imperium was backstage and walked up to Kevin and Sami, who ended up challenging to a match next week, which is going to be good. Cody Rhodes was then talking about Brock Lesnar being a hunter by nature and asked how his face was. Cody talked about being the biggest bully in WWE and that Brock Lesnar was no longer the next big thing, but simply in his way, and he was going to defeat him. And yeah, good little promo there from Cody Rhodes, and definitely excited for the match. Before it's time for Rocco Rodriguez v Chelsea Green. Raquel got a big boot right off the bat before a distraction from Deville allowed Green to hit a backstabber. Green was tossed into the corner before lifting her up and tossing her aside. Raquel hit some clotheslines before following up with a big slam. Green then took the backside on her and soon after and picked Raquel up for the win. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler attacked Raquel on the ramp and demanded the title match before knocking her out with a kick. And yeah, this is all leading to Ronda and Shayna winning, I think, obviously. And yeah, good little return angle here. Worked well, I'd say, given the injuries. Did what they could, 6 out of 10. Heyman was then talking to Imperium in secret before calling Roman Reigns on the phone. So yeah, interesting to see where that's all going. Before it's time, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Judgment Day. Obviously all about taking them down next week. But yeah, the chance were in control early on after Zayn and Balor kicked off the match. KO and Priest were tagged in before Last was sent outside along with Balor and the rest of the Judgment Day to come out and join them at ringside. Back in the ring, Priest took a super kick and a cannonball from Owens, but managed to kick out. Dom and Rhea then tried to interfere and were ejected from ringside before JB Woods came out and attacked Dom on the entrance ramp. Paul Heyman came out to watch the match and Balor got kicked out of a Michinoku driver from Sami. Heyman was on the phone and Sami got a blue thunderbolt for a near fall. Imperium walked out and the distraction almost let Balor get the win with a roll up. Owens came with a stunner on Priest and Sami got the exploded suplex followed by a Hollywood kick on Balor before Imperium interfered and broke up the pin. Sami hit a dive to the outside before Imperium ran the stretch and got a cheat shot on Zayn before Balor got a coup de grace for the win. And yeah, more of these two stables, probably with Bloodline involvement as well, teaming up to take down the baby faces. Worked nicely. It's going to be something similar again next week. But yeah, a good ending to Monday Night Raw, I have to say. And yeah, 7 out of 10 from me. Overall, Raw gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a pretty decent episode of Raw. Enjoyed the main event, enjoyed all the intricacies leading to obviously Night of Champions in a few weeks. Ronda returning as well. Lots happening on this week's episode of Raw, I have to say. And yeah, after the draft, it really feels like it's setting into a decent rhythm now. So yeah, 7 out of 10 from me. But anyway, guys, that's it really. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. That's quite somebody. Find your daily wrestling news and subscribe to my channel. Greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.